Peter Haddock. I'm here near Wrexham today with Murray Stokes. Murray, you're an operator for Knights Construction Group. What do I see behind me, Murray?
This is the D7E.
A D7E?
Yes.
They are not supposed to be, in my opinion, on a farmer's field in the middle of nowhere. What is this doing here? And I see a few little circles near the blade. What's going on?
Yeah, well, it's something I haven't seen before. It's new to me, and I'm very impressed with it.
So this is the Leica 3D machine control,
Yeah.
isn't it? So what have you been doing on site here? And this is your first time using the machine control. Tell me a little bit about what you've been doing.
Cotton fill operation mainly, soil strip.
What have you been using the machine control to do then?
Well, the final trim really. And I've been plotting some of the services in there as well, pinpointing where they come up in the middle of the plot.
Oh, explain how that works then.
I can set that to the corner of the blade in there on the tablet, and I get the corner of the blade on the screen. I've got a mark on there, put it on there, that's where it comes up. It's as simple as that.
You just make that mark with the dozer blade?
Just put a peg in
Yep.
where the corner of the blade is,
Yep.
and that's where the services come up.
And then you've got guys with excavators behind us that are digging for that?
Yeah, they'll come along, pop it up there. It's got to be there because the sheds are built, everything's got to come up in the right place.
So that's perfect then. So you're
Yeah.
actually not just a machine operator, you're a site surveyor as well. With
Yeah,
it, aren't
you could look at it like that, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're the
Yeah.
one you're the man that's there. Otherwise, you'd have had to bring out an engineer here at night.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me, how long have you been operating for?
About 35 years.
Dozers
Yeah.
a lot?
Well, it was excavators mainly.
Yeah.
And I switched to dozers a few years. Diggers, dozers.
The machine control, you've literally only had it for, what, a few weeks now?
Just this job.
Tell me a little bit about your experience, how you're introduced to it, and the different elements that sort of surprised you or that have worked or not worked until you knew how they would work, for example.
Well, I didn't want it.
Okay.
Old school, always done it with setting out and scared of it, I think, more than anything.
Is that because you felt it was going to take something away from you? Or?
Well, I think it takes the skill out of it, but I was surprised how easy it was. That's what I was afraid of, I think.
Right, okay.
You know, the technology. I have trouble using my phone.
Fair enough, we all do, don't we? You know, our kids tell us how we can use our phones nowadays. That sort of, screen in the cab that you've got there that's showing you
Yeah.
all the machine control stuff,
Yeah.
what was that like getting used to? And did you have any help from the guys?
The only help I had was Steve. He come and showed me how to set it up.
Yeah.
And he went through the pad with me. This is this and how to change the levels, and the way I went.
So when you're first, you're doing your first run, was it kind of, were you looking at the screen or were you thinking, oh, I can just do that? What was that like? And then how has it progressed throughout the job?
The first part I did was the perimeter,
Right.
because I can get the corner of the blade and that'll give you the perimeter of the plot. And from then, it just got easier and easier.
And so for you, we always talk about operator fatigue and actually how an operator can have an easier job, but the support from technology. So people do
Yes.
say, folks, machine control technology taking away the skill or everything. You're a skilled operator. You know how this machine works.
Yeah, yeah.
What the machine control has done, I guess, is it's just helped you, one, reduce the fact that you don't have to have another man on site here setting
That's
out
right.
and all the rest of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But also it's helped you do your job at your own pace, I guess.
If you're trimming up all day, it's very tiring.
Yeah.
With the machine control, you're there. You're not thinking so much.
And you can relax a bit to know
Yes.
that you've actually got the level right. I
Exactly.
guess. So before, when you were doing the trimming, obviously you know what you're doing. You've been operating for a long time. That was going to have to be checked by somebody. And
Yes.
then you might have to hang around and stuff like that
Yeah.
as well. But
That's
you've
right.
got the whole 3D modelling on this one. And as operators tell me numerous times, they turn up before anybody else does on site.
Yeah.
So you can turn this baby on. And by the time everyone's turned up with their coffees in the morning, you've done half a line or a plot, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, yeah.
What advice would you give to operators like yourself that are nervous about this, that have been doing the job for a long time? It's not here to take your job, is it? It's here to help.
It is here to help, yeah. And my advice would be try it. Don't write it off.
Well, you know what? That's Murray, who's been operating for a very, very long time. We always say the phrase, oh, can't teach an old dog new tricks and all the rest of it, Murray, but you sound like you've got the hang of this quite quickly.
Yeah.
And from your friends and colleagues at Knights, obviously, that's a help to the business, isn't it? Because you're able to do things more accurately, and you can even show those models and that finished work to the customer, can't you?
Yes.
Okay, well that's Murray on 3D machine control, and guess what? It's already making a big difference here at Knights, because Murray is the operator that's had all the experience. He's picked it up with a little bit of help. That tablet can be a little touchy at times, can't it?
Yes.
All you got to do is whack the Leica system antennas on the front, and off he goes. So, Murray, I know you're really busy at the moment. Do you fancy jumping in and showing us a little bit of your D7E?
Yes, I can do.
Let's get on with it, folks.
No problem.
Cheers, Murray.
Thank you.